Hello everyone, welcome back to another live stream. I'm anticipating that today's live stream isn't going to be fantastic and amazing. Having internet connection issues. There are a whole bunch of people right now throwing bananas at me in chat. I would read out your names, but I want to start off this stream by saying today's could be short. I'm looking over at the connection right now. It is going red, yellow, green, stays green for a while, then it starts flashing red. It doesn't look healthy. About every 30 seconds it starts disconnecting, and my seat refuses to stay in the same position. It's old, it's broken, I need a new seat, I need a new chair, whatever you want to call it. So peeps, thank you everyone for the bananas, and let's do this then. Let's try and do a live stream. If it disconnects, if I disappear today, you now know why, because my internet has been awful. It's been awful for the last few days, and I don't know what to do about it anymore. Right. Let's have a little bit of volume in here. We do want to hear the sheep, make sure that they're alive. And we're going to start off with a little bit of sheep shearing here. A free cast says good luck, crossing fingers and toes. Yep, everyone cross their fingers and toes, that'll make the internet better. I'm joking, thank you for the well wishing. Oh, there be a block there missing. Bam, we got a resubscribe for 15 months in a row. Athelion, thank you so much for resubscribing, absolutely epic support, and Fulks23 as well. Long time subscribers here, both of them 15 months in a row, incredible. That number is amazing. I think the two of you and May School must be my oldest subscribers here, so thank you as always for all of the support. And we're going to shear sheep, that's what we're going to do. We're actually here for two colours, but something I like to do when I'm shearing the sheep is just shear all of them. Like, even if you don't need these ones, just grab some, you know? Then you'll have lots of wool, and if ever anyone needs it, you know, the time was not wasted hanging around here. My Redstone Lab says sub to my Redstone Lab. Oh. Well, that's why that message got deleted. Yes, advertising in the comments of videos never the way to go. We got a donation here, noise in my ear, from Morgan Corn saying have a new seat. Thank you so much for the donation. I plan on buying a new chair in the future, just waiting for the right time. As I've been hinting at recently, I've been busy, I've got announcements to make. A chair will come with that in the future, don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it, this chair ain't going to stay here forever. We've got another noise in my ear donation here, I love the way that rhymes. I've been looking for a third word to attach onto it. Now, now I'm thinking I might just sit down with a rhyming dictionary and oh, that would be so cheeky to do it that way. But yeah, to add some more words to my little sentences, my little jingles that I do. Anyway, Marilyn Miner is here saying, Marilyn, like the fish. I didn't know there was a fish called Marilyn. Although it's Marlin, isn't it? Now that I read it again, Marlin, is that a fish? Sounds a bit like Merlin. Merlin the fish. Wears a giant hat. Marlin, like the fish, Miner. Can't help the internet, but here's a little something to help get that new chair. Well, thank you to the both of you for the donations for the chair. As I said, I will be getting one in the future, so that definitely helps. And now, you know, noises in my ear, left, right and centre. We've got a new subscriber here, it is Boom, Bang, Crash. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. We also got a couple of resubscribes, 5 months in a row for Lala 0448 and Harifks, I probably butchered your name, 2 months in a row. Thank you so much, my friend. Jeremy says, what's on for the list of the stream today? First thing on the list is try and stay connected to the internet. We're currently green. We're currently green and golden, that's all good. And else on here, oh, Lucid Knight says, Sifu A is great. Do you know Pliny? I do know of Pliny through hearing and reading about like the prog metal scene. Prog metal isn't quite what it was a few years ago. It's interesting how like a term for I'm getting rubbishy ones, aren't I? That's what's going wrong. Man, getting all sorts of distractions here. Yeah, sorry. Okay, let's start again. Pre-stream song today was Sif AU. We just got a question about Sif AU. The name of the song was Senpai Notice Me Please. And you can go to Bandcamp and listen to that if you liked it. That's a really, really great song. That's why I picked it for the pre-stream. Been listening to that free track EP. And yeah, the point I was going to make is like prog metal. It's actually such a like loose term. Progressive metal is was even quite different 5 years ago, and now there's all these dejunt bands getting all elaborate with their music, Sifeu being one of them, and like that's the new sort of prog metal scene, and Pellini is another band or name I've heard being thrown around in that scene. Yeah. So yeah, on the list today, apart from staying connected, is also basically to shear sheep. Man, it's like the second time I've fallen into that hole. And to work on a few different projects. One of those will be a new one. We get to do a little bit of building, get to be creative, which is always fun. As of right now, I want to read chat and sit in this area. Lossie is saying, say hi to Mumbo. He just joined. Hi. Well, let's say chat says hi. Also, hi. Hi from me, hi from them. We've got to resubscribe for 5 months in a row. It's Godcrafter UK, and Maffy16 has subscribed to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Do appreciate it. Hope you enjoy today's stream. I hope we stay connected. It looks like we're going to stay connected. I'm sort of in a bit of panicky mode about that, but it looks like it might be okay. Hockey Pan says, what is your texture pack X? I'm assuming you're looking at the glass. You can get hold of it on my channel page. If you go to my channel, there is a download link in the download bit for you to have the same texture pack. There are a whole bunch of little tweaks, bits and bobs. You might not like all of them, but you know, they're there. I'm actually going to make a new texture pack thing at some point. Man, that's been on my list for like 2 months now. Math Factor says, will you get a new internet? Not at the moment. Not looking to get a new one. Just looking to ring up and complain again, because this happens too frequently. I mean, you never know. Like, to me, it's because it's a business, it's quite likely that they're going to cut corners for profits, you know? So I never really trust businesses that much, especially big ones. Yeah, I just wonder if maybe, you know, it doesn't matter who's running it, these little hiccups that you have are just going to happen anyway because of the way things work, you know? So, Julius Debussy says, stop shearing. I want to continue shearing, believe it or not. I am here to gather wool. We will do something else. I want to re-chat a little bit here. Don't prank Mumbo, says someone in chat. I will do that. I will do exactly that. Yeah, I won't prank Mumbo. Great suggestion. Great suggestion. Someone just asked, which company are you with? I have actually told people before, but I kind of feel like it might also be a bad thing to do. Like, what if they don't like that I like basically moan about them and then cut my internet off? I'm like, oh, actually that would be really bad. So yeah, I haven't said in a while. But so loads of you probably remember. Anyway, Hockey Pan says, are you Ed Sheeran? Again, that name, keep hearing it. Don't know who it is. I'm definitely not Ed Sheeran. Lots of people also keep mentioning Iceland. Yep, Iceland beat England. Congratulations to them. Crazy bunch of Vikings. I thought they played brilliantly, and England were just awful. The what they call it, like the pundits, the critical, the press response to England's performance has been like it's been so negative. Like they're calling it like one of the worst games of English football ever and stuff like that. I didn't think it was that terrible, but on reflection, just looking back at the game after we lost, like, it's always difficult to watch England play. I don't know what it is, we're just terrible as an international team. What do you think about the awful things that happened in Istanbul yesterday, says McCawsome? I haven't thought too much about it. I helped a friend of mine, sent over like some news about what was happening in Turkey. It's horrible to hear about things like that happening around the world, but unfortunately, you know, they happen a lot. It's the nature of it. X, did you see Italy-Spain? I didn't watch that match, Beamer. I haven't watched a match since the England one. Sort of tuned out a little bit. Bam Bam 2X Twitch says the media made the game look more terrible. Yeah, interesting point. You could argue that's a matter of opinion, but I'm a strong believer in being influenced by what other people say, in a sense of just something I've noticed with myself. Like, if I were watching the England game, let's say it was actually like entertaining but bad, right? Because, you know, sometimes you can play bad but have an entertaining game. Like if you watch lower league football, you know, it can be really scrappy, but that can still be entertaining. even if it's not skillful, for example. So then, anyway, I've noticed in myself, if I go listen to the pundits go, England were awful, look at this, you know, Daniel Sturridge didn't move, this wasn't very good, la 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 la, I'll start agreeing with them in my head. I'll start thinking, yeah, you're right. And this is the same thing with informational videos on YouTube. It's really easy to follow a narrative without questioning it sometimes. And I just noticed that in myself, that I can easily follow narratives without questioning it too much. And that's how I felt with the football, because I sort of walked away from it thinking, you know, we were bad, but I wasn't thinking that was the worst game of English football I'd ever seen. Definitely wasn't thinking that at the time. I was just thinking we couldn't get it together, and Iceland were really good at stopping us from, you know, creating any chances. Oh, someone says answer Wells in chat. Yes, I believe it is. It's whatever the default is, which I think means it's on. XP speaking philosophy, says Joshua. Well, I'm sort of speaking just, I don't know, like observational stuff, I guess. Yeah, you see, the way I saw the game, and I know whenever you talk about football, a lot of people don't like it. I want to talk about it just for a minute. The way I saw the game was Iceland got behind the ball. They got 8 people behind, you know, well, parked up 8 people in front of, I forget what the penalty area. What's it called? It's not the 6-yard box. It's basically the penalty area. Yeah, and like it makes it very difficult for other teams to get through that like wall of 8 players when they're very compact, and that's what Iceland were doing. And it just looked like England couldn't like figure out any way to get through and to create chances around that big group of players, and it worked ever so well. But then on reflection, you realise like it was that bad that we didn't. It wasn't really just about the fact that Iceland sort of parked the bus a bit. We were just had no ideas whatsoever what to do, nothing to try. So yeah, anyway, 18-yard box. Thank you, Just a Wandering Nerd. There you go. That's it, the 18-yard box. Minecraft Wiz says, X, did you see your subscriber count? Yes, I've been purged of 15,000 subscribers, which is like really dispiriting. Asuma, you didn't pick up your beacon. You mind it at the end of your live streams. Check the last 2 minutes of your past 7 or so streams. Panda with a gun, can you let me know what it is you're trying to tell me about that? Like, I get that I missed it, but like, where is it basically? I don't want to go back and watch streams while I'm streaming. And we got another new subscriber here. I've missed it 3 minutes ago. Temporal Messiah, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Do hope you enjoy today's live stream. We are fluctuating. We're getting red and yellow, which means you might see some buffering. Uh-oh, it looks like the stream might clonk out. This is what I've been fearful of. Randman says it's so weird that we call football soccer in the US, Asuma. Yeah, it is really odd because like the name of the game is the game, football. And soccer is actually the original name though. If you go look it up, like soccer is the traditional name and then it got known as football. So calling it soccer is absolutely fine. A lot of people will moan at me for saying that. We've got a T reminder from Dear Shemi, and my internet is fluctuating like crazy. It looks like it's gone green again, so... delicious. Perfect time to sip that tea. X, what are we getting Wolf Forces, Night Paco? I need to craft a whole bunch of banners, but also just gathering some because I'm here. Jonas says, did you hear that 99.8% of Iceland actually watched the game? About 650 didn't. That's amazing. I think it's amazing that 650 people didn't watch it. Come on, what's going on with them? I'm joking. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm not surprised, you know, small country, massive game of football for them. And they played brilliantly. They were really, really good. Let's chuck these up here. Okay, so it looks like we might actually just take 2 trips. Yeah, probably take 2 trips and simplify things a bit, right? Because my inventory's full, my ender chest is also full. Yep, okay, let's do that. A bomber official says, as president, I want you to be on the Supreme Court. How do you feel about that, X? Again, Obama, please stop messaging me. I've got your phone calls, I've got your texts and emails. Alright, I don't want to be on the Supreme Court. Jeez, this guy, man. This guy. Beamer90 says, X, do you think Italy can win against Germany and Iceland can beat France? Anything can happen in football, and it often doesn't, but every now and then something happens, you know. I think Iceland's win was obviously a special one, but if England hadn't have been so lousy, that would have been one to remember, I reckon. Oh yeah, this is me, by the way. I'm glad we came past here. I need to fix this. That, I think, is supposed to be just like a... Oh, there were chests full of blocks there. I'll tell you what, we'll just do that. And then the rest of this stuff needs to be purple. If you're wondering what happened, I was digging around up top, and some lava busted out on the scene again. Why does it always do that? X, did you hear Messi not playing for Argentina anymore? Didn't hear that. No idea why. But, you know, maybe he's done with his international career. X, is there Captain Minecraft today? I do believe so, at 8 o'clock, which will be while we're streaming. So, after you're done with the stream, there's a nice episode of Captain Minecraft. Man, I just do not make enough of these, do I? It's because I think I'm going to make too many. Bam, there we go. All fixed. So all is good. Are you going to do facecam for 500k subs, says it's Mr. Nugget. In my mind, we've already reached 500k and then it's been taken away from me. Did you know that the island is so little that it's only 1 to 1,000 that you're a professional footballer, says Leo Kaya. Yes, I heard a statistic like that, which was an interesting one. Where else have we got this wall? Yeah, let's chuck it all in here as well. Loads of it to go away. Yeah, going to need some new chests, like soon, or possibly right now. Look at that, we've filled it up. Wow. Lime ball, you can hang out on the ground for a moment. Messi said he was going to retire for international play. Something happened. I read it on ESPN, says Lala0448. Alright then. That solves that mystery. Sparse Grissin says, my heart just jumped away. In Norway it's 1958. Took me a second to figure out it's 1858 in England. Yes. Yes it is. You've got to wait an hour before the episode comes out. X, you need an automatic sorting system, says Social Gamer. I'm going to be on it soon. I'm getting closer. I've been like finishing a lot of projects. Going to start the witch farm soon, but then we'll get towards the automated sorting before long. And I've got to say though, I have been saying, you know, this and that before long. It has been crazy. Just, I don't know what it is this season. Just feels like there's this endless stuff to do, and it always takes longer than you expect. But that's kind of Minecraft in general, right? You get excited about what it is you got in mind, and then you realise it takes a lot longer to do. It's rare that things happen the other way around, where you go to do something and it's done before you know it. Hi X, I love your live streams. Got a question for you. What microphone do you use and what would you recommend, says the Mooglu. I use a Logitech G330 and I would recommend buying yourself a cheap microphone to begin with. Like if you're using it for recording, just, you know, don't pump loads of money into things unless you know you definitely need it. Like I actually, you know, started off with a cheap mic, brought one that was a little bit better, decided to go for one of these, like, you know, £100 microphones. And it sounded absolutely awful in my room, just not the right recording environment for it. So you've got to look out for things like that. Just because you throw money at it doesn't mean it's going to work for you. Okay, so we've checked all the chests, that means we've got all we need, and now we're going to head out of here. Jazz Avoid says, just an idea, you could prank someone, you could place paintings all over someone else's base. That would be a little bit griefy, I think. Like, I like a prank to be a bit more creative. Like, you could fill up someone's base with water and turn it into an aquarium, something like that. I'm joking. I don't know who that is. Let me highlight your name. Superior Bob says that's the heavy mic. Your name is actually invisible because I've got a white background. I can't read it. I'm your